Welcome back to Healthier Daily, the channel where we give you the simple, science-backed truths to live a stronger and more independent life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Carter. Today, I need to share something with you that might be shocking. What if I told you that the weakness in your legs, the unsteadiness you feel on your feet, and the painful cramps that wake you up are not just happening during the day? What if I told you that the real damage is being done while you are fast asleep? Today we are going to talk about the silent muscle loss that happens overnight and the 3 simple vitamins you can take before bed to stop it in its tracks. To help us understand this critical and often overlooked problem, we are joined by a man who has dedicated his life to the principles of preventative health and the body's natural rhythms of repair and healing. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara.
Thank you for having me, Ben. This is a very important topic.
Doctor, this is a terrifying thought for so many people, that our bodies are actually breaking down our own leg muscles while we sleep. Can you please explain this process?
Yes, the medical term for age-related muscle loss is sarcopenia. But the process that makes it so much worse as we get older is called catabolism, which means to break down. After you have gone for 7, 8, or even 9 hours without eating while you sleep, your body is in a fasted state. It desperately needs energy to keep your heart beating and your brain functioning. If you do not provide it with fuel, it must find that fuel by breaking down your body's own tissues. And it attacks the legs first and hardest. Why? Because the muscles in your legs, your quadriceps, your hamstrings, and your glutes are the largest muscle group in your entire body. For a body that is in a state of panic for fuel, they are the largest and most convenient source to take from. So every single morning you wake up, you can be a little bit weaker than you were the day before. We must stop this nightly process of breakdown.
And that is exactly what we are here to do today. Dr. Hinohara has developed what he calls the Complete Nightly Leg Repair Protocol. It is a simple yet powerful system designed to turn your sleep from a time of breakdown into a time of rebuilding. In this detailed guide, he will reveal the 3 essential tools, 3 specific vitamins that your legs are starving for at night. Then we will provide a complete guide showing you exactly how and when to take them, plus 3 bonus habits to maximize the results. It is a true blessing to have this knowledge to understand that our bodies have these God-given cycles of repair and that we can actively learn how to support them. If you are ready to turn your sleep into a powerful time for healing and rebuilding your legs, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free. And this guide is one of the most important we have ever created for your strength and independence. Okay, doctor, we've established the serious problem. Our leg muscles are being broken down for fuel while we sleep. Let's get right into the solution. What are the first essential tools in your nightly leg repair protocol?
The first tool is not for the muscle itself, but for the communication lines that run from your brain to your legs. The first vitamin is vitamin B12. Without this, the messages from your brain that tell your muscles to be strong and steady cannot be delivered properly. I had a patient, a wonderful 78-year-old woman. She was becoming very unsteady on her feet, and she complained of a constant tingling or pins and needles feeling in her toes that bothered her all day and kept her up at night. Her family was very worried, and she was afraid she was losing her independence. Her previous doctor had told her it was just old age and something she had to live with. But we decided to do a simple blood test. It showed that she was severely deficient in vitamin B12. This was because, like many seniors, she took a common medication for acid reflux every day. Those medications, while helpful for heartburn, can unfortunately block the body's ability to absorb B12 from food. We started her on a high-quality sublingual B12 supplement, the kind that dissolves under the tongue, and I instructed her to take it every night before bed. After 2 months, she came back to my office. Her balance was dramatically better, and she told me the tingling in her feet was completely gone. It was not old age. It was a simple and thankfully correctable nutrient deficiency.
That is a powerful story because it shows how a simple deficiency can so easily mimic what people assume are the unavoidable symptoms of aging. And the science behind it is so clear. Vitamin B12 is absolutely essential for building and maintaining the myelin sheath. The myelin sheath is the protective, fatty insulating coating that wraps around all of your nerve fibers, just like the plastic coating in an electrical wire. If that insulation gets damaged because of a lack of B12, the electrical signal from the brain to the leg muscles becomes weak, slow, and full of static. This is exactly what causes the symptoms your patient experience: muscle weakness, poor balance, and that frustrating tingling sensation. And as you said, doctor, the absorption problem is key. After 60, our stomachs produce less acid, which is needed to release B12 from the food we eat. So even if you eat a lot of meat or fish, you may not be absorbing the B12 properly. Taking it at night in a form that dissolves under the tongue is a brilliant strategy to bypass that problem.
Exactly. So B12 repairs the communication lines. Our second tool is a powerful activator for the muscle tissue itself. It is vitamin D3. Most people hear this vitamin and they think only of their bones, but it is a powerful and direct signal for your muscles.
It is. This is another area of incredible new research. We now know that our muscle tissues are covered in what are called vitamin D receptors, or VDR. You can think of these receptors like docking stations or keyholes that are located all over your muscle fibers. Vitamin D3 is the key that fits into these locks. When the key is in the lock, it sends a direct signal that helps the muscle fibers maintain their strength and contract with more force. The source material for this video notes that over 70% of seniors are deficient in D3, which means for most people, these important docking stations are sitting empty and their muscles are weaker as a result. And the reason taking it at night is so intelligent is because of the synergy with your body's natural rhythms. The time when your body releases its peak amount of natural growth hormone, which is one of the primary hormones for muscle repair, is during deep sleep. By taking your vitamin D3 before bed, you're ensuring that the muscle receptors are unlocked and ready to receive those powerful growth and repair signals all night long.
And again, the dose is very important. For most seniors, a dose between 2,000 and 4,000 international units, or IUs, is often recommended to maintain healthy levels. But you must find the correct dose for your body by working with your doctor and getting your blood levels tested. It is also a fat-soluble vitamin, so it is best taken with a small snack that contains a little bit of healthy fat, like a spoonful of almond butter or a few nuts, to help your body absorb it.
It's just another beautiful example of how our bodies are designed with these intricate, God-given systems for repair. Our job is simply to learn how to support them with the right tools at the right time. Okay, so we have vitamin B12 for the health of our nerve communication lines and vitamin D3 to activate the receptors on our muscles. Doctor, what is the third and final tool in your nightly leg repair protocol? The source material for our video today called this one the most potent and overlooked of all.
Yes, our final tool is the one that is a secret to most people in America. It is the vitamin that unlocks the full and safe power of the vitamin D you're taking. It is vitamin K2. I am not talking about vitamin K1, which is for blood clotting and is found in leafy greens. I am talking about the specific form K2, which has a very different job. It is the missing link. Let me tell you about Robert, a 75-year-old man who is very proactive about his health. He had gone to his doctor, had his blood tested, and found out that his vitamin D levels were low. So he had been taking a vitamin D3 supplement every day for over a year. But he came to me still feeling very frustrated. His legs still felt weak, and his knees ached with a deep, stiff pain that wasn't getting better. He told me, "I'm doing what the doctor said, but I feel like I'm missing something." He was missing the essential partner. We made one simple change. We added a high-quality vitamin K2 supplement to his nightly routine, and I instructed him to take it at the same time as his vitamin D3. The change was remarkable. After about 8 weeks, he came back to my office. He told me that the deep ache in his knees was significantly better, and for the first time, he felt a new sense of stability and strength in his legs when he was climbing stairs. The K2 was the missing link that allowed the vitamin D to finally do its job properly and safely for his body.
That story is so incredibly important because it highlights the critical partnership between these two vitamins. Let me explain for our viewers exactly what is happening inside the body. Vitamin D3 is excellent at its job. Its job is to help you absorb calcium from your gut and get it into your bloodstream. But vitamin D3 does not tell the calcium where to go after that. That is the job of vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 acts as the calcium traffic director in your body. It activates special proteins that have two main functions. First, they tell the calcium in your blood to go into your bones and teeth, making them strong. Second, they help to keep calcium out of your soft tissues like your artery walls and the cartilage in your joints where the calcium can cause hardening and stiffness. So if you are taking a lot of vitamin D3 without enough K2, you could be pulling a lot of calcium into your blood, but it might be ending up in the wrong places. The study you mentioned from the journal Nutrients is a perfect example of this, showing that K2 on its own directly improved quadriceps strength and balance in seniors. It is truly the missing link for so many people.
It is the difference between chaos and order in the body.
That's a perfect way to say it. So we have our three essential vitamins that work together as a team: B12 for the nerves, D3 for the muscles, and K2 for directing the minerals. Doctor, let's put it all together into a very clear, step-by-step nightly routine for our viewers to follow.
Of course. The routine is very simple. Let's start with vitamin B12. As we discussed, because absorption in the stomach can be a problem as we age, I recommend the sublingual methylcobalamin form. This is a tiny tablet that you do not swallow. You simply place it under your tongue and let it dissolve. I recommend taking this about 30 minutes before you plan to go to sleep, ideally on an empty stomach.
Okay, so B12 under the tongue. What about the D3 and K2?
These two partners should always be taken together. I recommend choosing a vitamin D3 in a soft gel form, as it is a fat-soluble vitamin, and for vitamin K2, it is very important to look for the MK7 form on the label. This is a form that stays active in your body for much longer, giving you protection through the entire night. You should take your D3 and your K2 at the same time, about 20 to 30 minutes before bed.
And the source text mentions taking them with a small snack. Why is that?
Because both D3 and K2 are fat-soluble vitamins. This simply means that your body will absorb them much better if you take them with a small amount of healthy fat. This could be a single spoonful of almond butter, a few walnuts, or a small piece of cheese. A very small snack is all that is needed to help the vitamins do their job.
This is such a clear and actionable protocol, and it's an honor to be able to share this detailed information with our community all over the world. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. It is a blessing to connect with all of you.
So, we now have our nightly protocol for the 3 essential vitamins. That is the most important part of our plan. But for those of you who want to get the absolute best and fastest results, there are 3 extra simple habits that can create the perfect environment in your body for these vitamins to do their best work. Think of these as the booster habits.
I love that. So these are habits that will amplify the benefits of the vitamins we're taking. What is the first booster habit, doctor?
It is very simple. The first habit is to hydrate with intention, but to stop drinking large amounts of water about an hour before you go to bed. So many people underestimate how even mild dehydration can weaken their legs and cause cramps. If your body is low on fluid, your blood becomes thicker, and your muscle and nerve cells simply cannot receive the nutrients from the vitamins you are taking.
That is a critical point. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Aging Research found that even mild dehydration in seniors caused a 14% drop in leg endurance and delayed the body's natural nighttime muscle recovery process by several hours. The solution isn't to drink a huge glass of water right before bed, because that will disrupt your sleep by forcing you to wake up. The solution, as you said, doctor, is to sip water steadily throughout the day. This ensures your body is fully hydrated. Then stop drinking about 1 hour before you take your vitamins and go to sleep. This gives you the best of both worlds, a hydrated body and uninterrupted sleep.
The second booster habit is about your evening meal. I advise my patients to eat a lighter dinner and to eat it earlier. If your last meal of the day is very heavy or full of starchy carbohydrates like white rice pasta or potatoes, your body must spend most of the night focusing all of its energy on digestion. This takes energy and resources away from the very important work of repairing your muscles and nerves.
That's exactly right. And a study from the journal Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors who ate a high glycemic dinner, meaning a meal with a lot of refined carbohydrates after 7 p.m., had much higher levels of inflammation during the night and less efficient nutrient absorption during their sleep. So keeping your dinner light with a focus on protein and vegetables and finishing your meal at least 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed creates a much more peaceful internal environment for the healing process to happen.
And the final booster habit is perhaps the most underrated, but it is very effective. It is 5 minutes of gentle leg movement right before you get into bed. I must be clear, this is not a workout. It is circulation support. The simple goal is to bring fresh blood flow down to your legs right before you lie down to begin the long night of rest and repair.
This is such a smart strategy. A 2021 study in a geriatric rehabilitation journal found that seniors who performed just 5 minutes of light, simple leg movements before sleep saw a 22% increase in nighttime blood flow to their lower limbs. This means that the B12, D3, and K2 vitamins you just took have a much better chance of being delivered directly to the muscle and nerve tissues in your legs while you sleep.
The movements are very simple and can be done right at your bedside. While sitting on the edge of your bed, you can do 10 slow and gentle leg extensions with your right leg and then your left. Then you can do 10 slow ankle circles in each direction for each foot. And finally, you can stand up, hold on to your bed or a chair for support, and slowly raise your heels off the floor 10 times. That is all. It is a quiet signal to your body telling it that your legs are now ready to receive the healing nutrients.
It's a wonderful, intentional way to end the day, a final act of caring stewardship for the body we've been given, preparing it for the blessed gift of rest and renewal. Doctor, this has been an incredible and complete guide. You've given us a full nightly leg repair protocol. It's not just about taking vitamins, it's a complete system to follow. It's the 3 essential vitamins: B12 for the nerves, D3 for the muscles, and K2 as the master director, powerfully combined with the 3 booster habits of smart hydration, a light dinner, and gentle pre-bed movement. This is a powerful science-backed strategy to improve your leg strength. This entire protocol directly addresses the overnight muscle breakdown that so dramatically accelerates sarcopenia. For anyone watching at home who is worried about their mobility and their independence, this is a practical and effective way to fight back and begin to regain your leg strength. It gives so much hope to people who thought that sarcopenia was just an unavoidable part of aging. This is about being proactive and taking daily simple steps to maintain your leg strength and your freedom for years to come.
I want to leave everyone watching with this one final thought. The night is a time of incredible healing potential for your body. Do not waste it. Do not go to bed unprepared. With these simple tools and these simple habits, you can turn your sleep from a time of breakdown into a time of rebuilding. You truly have the power to wake up tomorrow, feeling a little bit stronger than you were today.
To wake up stronger tomorrow. That is the most hopeful message of all, Doctor. It's a wonderful reminder that our bodies have a blessed God-given capacity to heal if we just learn how to support them in the right way. And of course, the wisest way to begin this or any new supplement protocol is to speak with your personal doctor. Please remember that our conversation today is for educational purposes. You must consult with your physician to make sure these vitamins are safe for you and will not interact with any medications you are currently taking. If you found this guide helpful and are excited to try this protocol, please give this video a like so that others can find this vital information. And be sure to share it with a friend or family member who might be struggling with leg cramps or weakness. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It is completely free and it ensures you will not miss our next practical health guide. And for our community discussion today, we would love to know, what is one part of this nightly leg repair protocol that you are going to start tonight? Sharing your first step in the comments below can be a wonderful encouragement to everyone here. Thank you for being with us. Sleep well and wake up stronger.